Hello, welcome to Yoga with Stephanie. I'm Stephanie and I will be your yoga teacher for today. Today we are going to try to get some flexibility happening within our body. So we're really going to be working on leg flexibility more than anything today. So go ahead and get on your mat, find a comfortable position in child's pose. I know, everyone's favorite position. If extended child's pose is better for you, you can go ahead and get into that position too. I am a fan of extended child's pose, so that's what I'm going to take. So I'm going to spread my knees, toes touching, put my sits bones firmly on my heels, walk my hands forward and drop my chest and my forehead to the ground. Find your ground here. Feel the connection on the mat. Go ahead and bring your awareness to your breath. Nice long inhales and long exhales. Way to show up for yourself already today. Kudos to you. I send you all my love this really cold 30-degree morning in North Carolina. On our next inhale, we're going to come up to all fours position. We're going to get some cat-cow on. So drop your belly down, lift your chest up for cow. Inhale here. Exhale, tilt your sits bones, back arches for cat. Exhale. Inhale, cow pose. Lift that chest up, arc that back. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come back to the neutral spine. Bring your left hand to the middle of the mat. Sweep your right arm up towards the sky. Take your gaze up to your hand. And now we're going to thread our right hand through our left arm, bringing our shoulder down to the mat. Our left arm can be up in the sky. It can be in front of us. It can be kind of bent up. However, you can find what feels good in this position. This is such a great shoulder stretch. If you like binding, you can wrap your hand around your right thigh. Remembering to breathe. Steady inhales and steady exhales. If you're binded, go ahead and get out of the bind. Place your left hand back onto the mat and find that all fours position. You can bring your right hand in the middle, left arm sweeps up. Gaze follows. Extend here. Reach for the sky. And thread that arm through the right arm. Same options apply here. This hand can be up at the sky. It can be down in front of us, out in front of us. It can be propped up if this feels like we have more support. And if you like to take the bind, take the bind. Steady inhale and steady exhale. If you're binded, go ahead and come out of that bind. Left hand on the mat to push you back up to all four. Walk your hands forward. Walk your knees back just a little bit. We're going to go for an extended puppy. We are not collapsing. We want to maintain a straight line, or as straight as we can get it, from our hands through our shoulders, down our back. We're not collapsing to our chest goes to the ground. We're trying to stretch and strengthen the shoulders more than the back. Breathe here. This is such a yummy position if you're working on any kind of opening of your shoulders. A lot of what we do in yoga requires our shoulders to be open. And a lot of times from our computers and our phones, we are extremely closed in our shoulders. And the longer time goes on, the more closed and tight they get. So we want to pay really careful attention to stretching our shoulders. This should not be painful. This should definitely create a sensation that is not necessarily comfortable. However, you shouldn't feel any pinching or anything like that. Actively pressing through your hands and your shoulders. And remembering your breath. And that beautiful smile. Inhale, back to all fours. Tuck those feet for our first down dog of the day. You can go ahead and walk your dog out, reaching your heels towards the mat, pushing actively through your shoulders, breathing and smiling here, remembering why you showed up on your mat today. Come on up to your tippy toes. Bend your knees. Try to get your belly towards those thighs. Nice shoulder stretch here too. Okay, tiptoe to the top of the mat. Ragdoll here. You can leave your hands on the mat and find stillness. You can clasp opposite elbows and hang. Rocking side to side or finding stillness, whichever you prefer. And remembering that breath. Letting our bodies know it's okay. We got this. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms all the way up, overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. We'll swan dive back down. Plant the hands, step back plank. Drop the knees, drop the chest, drop the chin. Come through baby cobra. Lift that chest. And let's exhale. downward facing dog. Sweep that right leg up towards the sky. Right leg up towards the sky. Square hips, squared shoulders. Actively pressing through both hands. Bend that knee. Go ahead and bring it in between your hands. Drop the left knee down. Today, we are going to collapse, not totally, but we are going to put more pressure on our hips today to try to open them up. You should feel this in your psoas, your left psoas muscle. And of course, your right hamstring. All the way back. If you would like some more in this position, you can place your left hand down. Right leg comes up. And you grab your left foot. This is kind of hard. You grab your left foot with your right hand and pull. So we are doing a massive hamstring stretch on our left hamstring. This is such a yummy, 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 yummy stretch. You can place that leg back down if you were in that. We're going to come back for half splits. Square those hips off and fold. Keeping the slight bend in your knee here will allow for a little more room, a little deeper stretch. Breathing here. Come forward, crescent. Feel that stretch. Come back, half splits. Making sure those hips are squared. Inhale, come forward. Plant your hands. Step back to plank position. Smile. And we're going to Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And meet me back in a downward facing dog. Couple deep breaths here. Left leg sweeps up, squared hips, squared shoulders, pressing actively through our hands. 3-leg down dog. Go ahead and bend that left leg and step it through. Drop our right knee down. Here's our crescent lunge. It might feel good to interlace your hands and put them on your left knee. Provide some stability here. And then once again, same option as the other side. If you'd like more, place your right hand down. Right leg comes up. Left arm grabs right foot. Slightly pull for a hamstring stretch on the front right leg. Breathing with a smile on our face because we are happy to be here. You can drop that right leg back down. Center back up for half splits on the left. Make sure your hips are square. Maintain some lengthening in the spine and a slight bend in the knee, if that feels good for you. Remembering your breath. Coming back crescent, and then back to half splits. I always feel like I can go deeper if I come out of it a little bit and then go back. Coming forward, plant the hands, step back to plank. Hold here for just a second. And we're going to vinyasa. So Chaturanga, up dog, meet back in a downward facing dog. We'll walk up to the top of the mat. Standing mountain pose. We are going to open up, toes pointed towards the outside edges of our mats. You got it. We're coming down for goddess. Bend your knees. Make sure that your knees are not splaying over your ankles. We're going to cactus our arms. We're going to breathe here because we are happy to be here. We chose to be here, showing up for ourselves today. Way to go. Breathe. Making sure your hip bones are even. We don't want them splaying down. We also don't want them too far forward. We kind of want a neutral position for our pelvis here. Okay, easy part. Wide-legged forward fold. Feet come parallel, facing front, and fold forward. You can stay in this forward folded position. You can go to your right and your left. You can just find some stillness here. Find your stretch, however you like to stretch in forward folded position, wide-legged forward fold. My favorite is obviously to go left or right. This is kind of like a seated, wide-legged stretch. For some reason, I always feel like I can get a little bit deeper standing up than sitting down. I don't know, it just feels better some days. Back to the middle. Raise up about halfway on the fingertips. Point your toes back out. And we are going to come down into our Yogi Squat. Hands at heart center. Smile. You can close your eyes here. Congratulate yourself. You got through that. Way to go. Way to be there for yourself. This is one of my favorites. If you like binds, you can most definitely take a bind here. If not, we're just going to stay. Okay, hands come down. We make our way to our mat. Go ahead and bring your sits bones to the floor. We are going to lay back, bring both of your knees into your chest and give yourself a big hug. Okay, arms out in T-shape. Legs are still in this huggable position. We are going to drop them over to the left. Spinal twist here. Gaze is towards the right. Breathing here. Way to go, you guys. Way to stick it out. Next inhale brings both of your legs back to center. And we're going to drop them over towards the right. Gaze goes towards the left. So next inhale, bring you back. You can hug those knees one more time if you'd like before Shavasana. Oh yeah. Final resting posture where our body absorbs every ounce of work we just put in. You can stay in this Shavasana as long as you need. I'm going to go ahead and go. Thank you so much for being amazing and showing up for yourself today. Way to go. Namaste.